Continuing on, Grafika Creative is the Instagram profile that I had created as my digital artifact for this research study. The aim of this page was not just to utilize it for research, but also to showcase my talents and work to potential clients and employers. By utilizing Instagram as an online graphic design portfolio as my digital artifact for this research study, I aim to shine a light and give other visual communication design students some assistance when it comes to presenting their work outside of the norm. Throughout my research, I have been paying close attention to two leading Australian design studios in Sydney. From the way they utilise their captions, hashtags, and amount of posts to the visual aesthetic of their profiles feed. Both studios weren't as active when it came to posting content. However, they were posting through their stories feature. One design studio in particular posted a series All Campaign as so about marketing tips that was hinted through musical artists from the 1970s. This was presented using hand-drawn animations that looked very appealing and engaging. The other design studio that I had also looked at hardly posted, but when they did, they had carried out the design form of using negative space to showcase their work throughout. This same design studio was also resharing works from other designers' design studios or old campaigns that could have been used to share their point of influence. One thing I had realised coming from both profiles was the fact that hashtags were not used. I had immersed myself through liking their posts and noted down other users' comments which had been overall positive. The overall aesthetic of the two profiles seemed somewhat incoherent in a coherent way. Through researching other design studios and designers' Instagram profiles and the way they showcase their works, I have gained influence regarding how to create and set out my own content. Even though I am researching graphic design-based profiles, Grafika Creative was made to showcase not just a typical visual communication style of works, such as brand identity, web design, and etc., but also include invite design and collage making, as well as photography and printmaking. The content that I have been creating for my Instagram page is basically snippets of works that I have created over the years, from uni to volunteering and client-based projects. One of the biggest challenges that had come out of this was what to exactly post and in what order to do so. As this page wasn't just to show off my graphic design skills, I had went with a collage piece that I had created in my first year of uni. Taking influence from one of the design studios, I had made sure to decrease the size of my works, surrounded by negative space within the square dimension post. The captions for the posts were kept short and punchy and easily adaptable to other posts that were surrounded around the same project. Between my personal Instagram account and Grafika Creative, I have been posting and resharing stories to get attention from my current audience on my personal account. I had reshared the first post from Grafika onto my personal account where I had received quite a decent amount of audience reactions and interactions, all being positive. These positive commentary and reactions had carried on throughout the posts, where it had also been shared by various accounts. I had learned that posting on stories increased social engagement amongst my followers more so than the actual posts. But in saying that, I had gained followers through this that came from the graphic design community. Currently, Grafika Creative sits at 4 posts on the profile grid, 1 stories highlight which contains 4 archived stories based around behind the scenes content, and 117 followers. Reflecting back on the way I had utilised Instagram as a platform, I could have posted more content and increased my user engagement even more. Seeing how much engagement I had already received in such a short amount of time since starting to post my content, I should have run further with it. But being a full-time university student does bring some limitations regarding time.